It's love in the room. Well, if it's in our loving tongue, baby, it's love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. It's love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, it's love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Don't worry, us. She's safe. You're giving topic to Aruna. Study your place. Your woman outside with cousin whole day. You can't see face. The story end up on ladies' room. You disappear without trace. Voila. If all she know is papi show and stress outside, it's love in the room. If you wanna have to girl, take care, they bust the files. Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, it's love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. It's love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, it's love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Oh, na na na. It's only love in the ladies' room. It's love in the room. It's love in the room. Well, if it's in her loving tongue, baby, it's love in the room. Don't whine on me here, lady. It's love in the room. If he wanna fight and stray, it's love in the room. We playing with House Monday in the ladies' room. Don't worry, us. She's safe. You're giving topic to Aruna. Study your place. Your woman outside with cousin whole day. You can't see face. The story end up on ladies' room. You disappear without trace. Voila. If all she know is papi show and stress outside, it's love in the room. If you
Definitely back for another ladies' room, final one for the week, Thursday, June 26th. It is. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Okay. All right, this is what I'm looking for. Yeah. So, as I was saying, welcome back, everyone. I trust you are doing well. Thank you so very much to our friends at. Did I not save it? Stand 20. Hold on. Cancel. Okay. Yeah. So, thank you so much to our friends at Beacon Insurance. Thank you so much, Nirvana Spa and Detox, Western Union, and not forgetting Pandora. Thank you for making the show possible. Okay, I did save. I want to save it. I want to share it. Good. So, like I said, it's the final one for the week. So, everyone, hope you are doing well. You got up this morning feeling good, in high spirits, and ready to embrace life and all it throws at you. So, let's go out there and be great, brighten our corners wherever we are. Yeah, that's what we can do at this point in time. Okay, so I'm not sticking today. That's why I put my thing up on the screen from early. This is what we're talking about because this really have me feeling a type of way. So I want to have the conversation and discussion, and I beg your indulgence. Please, please, please come in the room and join us, all right, to be part of the conversation. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning, Hot Thursday. Where are you? Good morning, Marianne, Michelle, Lisa. Good morning, Terrace. Shantae, good morning. Michelle Douglas, good morning. Lisa, good morning to you. Good morning, Rachel, Linda, Jackie Douglas Adams, good morning. Yeah, just leave it at that. Don't add nothing else to it. Morning is fine. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Della Fletcher. Good morning, Nissy, Jenny. Hey, shout outs to your Specky again. Good morning, Kendra, Deborah, Riggy. Good morning, almost Friday indeed. Hey, Kadina, Roxanne Scott. Good morning, Liana. Shout out my UK peeps. Good morning, Christine. Morning, Clarina, Nubia and Modest. Hey, Valerie, Christelle, Sonia, Patrice Alexander is here. Sugars, good morning. Amanda, welcome, welcome. Ingrid, Nakisha, and everybody else that's coming in. You're going to miss it, so you just have to join and don't say I didn't hear your name. That's because you're late. The roll call is over. Finito. If you're viewing from YouTube, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. If you're listening, you're viewing from Facebook, you're just one of those who view but don't participate. You come in the room and you don't say much or nothing at all. That's okay too. And if you're listening via radio 95.1, 95.3, good morning. You just need to get rid of your simple bright. Good morning, Marcia. Hey, Tamasha. Where's Gabriella this morning? Me ain't even responding to your I ain't even responding to your comment, you miss Jackie. I refuse to give you any attention this morning with that. Because you just alter your order, that's all. Alter order and bright with yourself. So y'all can see what's on the screen, right? And that is what we'll be discussing. Apart from that, watch. God know you ain't give me a piece of cheddar, according to them Jamaicans. God know you ain't give me a piece of cabbage. And not like the food cabbage, but like the money cabbage, like money. I think he sees and knows how some of us would act. Because, truth be told, if I have a piece of cabbage, listen, there's a lot of things and people you would not put up with. You wouldn't have to deal with, you wouldn't even have to talk, you wouldn't have to acknowledge. You'd be in your own world. You could just remove you in the world, but you could remove yourself from the world. You don't need the world for nothing. If you had a nice piece of cabbage. Tell me why Jeff Bezos and what's her face? And Lauren Sanchez, they're getting married. And they've basically told their wedding guests no wedding gifts. I mean, what could you possibly give Jeff Bezos? Billionaire Jeff Bezos. What could you possibly give him that he does not have or cannot get himself? But hear this. Apart from not wanting, Apart from not wanting any gifts, their wedding. Listen to this. Amazon founder Jeff Bezos and Emmy-winning journalist Lauren Sanchez are set to tie the knot in one of the most extravagant weddings of the decade, and it is happening in Italy with a jaw-dropping price tag of nearly 50 million US dollars. Jeff, I ain't even want all of that. I could take 1 mil US and that'll be good for the rest of my life. Imagine you having a wedding for 50 million US. You know what I could do with that? Cha God. Anyhow, according to Italian officials, the couple's multi day celebration will include lavish events at historic venues like the Venetian Arsenal and along with accommodations at ultra luxury hotels, including the Amman Venice, the same spot George Clooney chose for his own wedding. And according to them, the celebration is expected to host around 200 to 250 elite guests with private water taxis, tight security, and possibly performances from A-list entertainers. Rumors suggest that the cost per guest could be over $50,000 from the food to the fashion. No expense is being spared. Some sources had speculated the wedding would be intimate and under $15 million, but now regional officials have confirmed the $40 to $50 million estimate, making this one of the most expensive celebrity weddings of all time. Getting married in a talk to you stars. Crony, morning. Marsha said that all lasting. Yesterday and yesterday and them breaking up. I agree. Don't waste people gift. No, they don't want no gift. They say they told they've told their guests no. But what could you give Jeff Bezos is the question. Even if he didn't say that, what could you give a man who's a billionaire, who could buy himself anything, who probably bought himself everything, and what you would give Jeff? I would love to see that prenuptial agreement. I would love to be a fly on the wall to see what it entailed, because when him and his wife divorced, she's nice for life. She's like set. She's good because she was there from foundation. She helped build him, so she walked away with a nice piece of cheddar. But this Lauren Sanchez lady, I would love to see what their prenuptial entails, because these people, they don't get married without having prenuptial agreements, just in case things do go left. Because if you look at what's his name, I was looking at an interview with Simon Google Buyer, Google whatever he named, Simon whoever, with what's her face from Real Housewives of Atlanta, Portia, and he was in ICE detention center and he has since been deported back to Nigeria, and he's doing interviews, and he basically said that, you know, in hindsight, looking back, and all the clues and signs were there, that Portia was targeted because for financial reasons, and he's of the belief now that she never loved him, because based on what transpired, he said they never had any conversation. He had no idea that things were bad enough for them to head divorce direction. All he know, he was served a divorce, and he sent her several emails, messages, texts, asking for them to have a conversation like, what's going on? Why are we getting divorced? You know, what's the situation? And he was never afforded that opportunity to him. And according to him, if you're married and things aren't going, you know, whatever, one party is unhappy, you would have a conversation. You would talk and say, hey, this is what's going on. And if, you know, after you put certain things in place and you realize, hey, it's not working, this person isn't living up to their end of the bargain, they're not making any, you know, making any moves to change certain things, tweak certain things, then you can head in that direction. But according to the man, they didn't have the conversation. All he know, he got divorced and the lady, and here they are now divorced, and a judge has their prenuptial agreement. It's in place, and he's looking to challenge it. Says he's gonna go in as high as the Supreme Court. He's gonna appeal the decision, because as it stands now, don't quote me, something to do with her $40,000 for the duration, for how long they were married. She has to get $40,000 a month. Listen, even that 40,000, I could take it, and that would help me still. A good 40,000 US. So they were married for 14 months. So she's gonna get what you call it? Spousal support, whatever, 40,000 a month for a mountain, 14 times 40. So she's gonna get that, plus the house where they live, mortgage free, bills free, all of that. The house what he bought, his house, she's gonna get that for 26 months or something like that. And if when it's time for her to vacate, she has to buy him out or pay 50%, yada yada yada, all those other stories. Listen, At the end of the day, it's as though it's a business. So I'd love to see what the prenuptial look like. But getting back to Jeff Bezos, when you have Jeff Bezos money, you could afford to have $100 million wedding if you so desire. Jeff Bezos cannot spend all the money he has in this lifetime. He's gonna need at least another 2 to 3 or 4 lifetimes to spend all that money that he has, because it's not like he made that money and he stopped. He continues to make money, so he's adding every day to his cheddar. So it's not like he's gonna be broke anytime soon. But me, if a man like Jeff Bezos, what are you married for? You married first time, didn't work out. Listen, I'm sorry. If I ever have a chance to have all that type of money, you don't need no marriage. Companionship, yes. But you don't need to, but I guess some people believe in it, so maybe him and the Lauren person have been together for a couple of years well. So I guess he likes to do it the right way, but more power to him. But me, I have no kind of money and starting to want to fight up with nobody, boy child. Sorry. The world using Amazon and Prime, and mostly with the poor using it, and there is a lot of us using it. Yeah, so there's no way. There's not a way. There's no way. No matter how rich my friend is, warm wishes, sincere wishes, and blessing is priceless. Yeah, no matter how just before, I wonder why we're not talking about the Douglas and Alexis. Michelle Douglas, you understand? You understand? She could never come in here, sit down, and don't touch nothing and don't say nothing. None of these days. None. Marisha says, I want to be like Jeff when I reach 60. Get married. Them time both of us sex drive going down. Jeff Bezos have enough money to bring his sex drive up. And trust and believe. If you have money, you ain't even worrying about sex. Sex is a last. You get more orgasmic pleasures from traveling to places, eating the best foods, sleeping on the finest sheet, 1,000+ count thread sheets, silk sheets, satin sheets. If you feel like jumping on your yacht and go up the road, you think somebody studying sex if you could do all them things? Jeff don't care about his sex drive at this particular stage of his life. All Jeff is concerned about, and a woman to listen. What is her name? Lauren. I'm not sure what her age is, but I'm sure she gets other pleasures from shopping. Name brand, this brand, driving the best cars, sleeping on the best beds, eating the best food, never having to. The most she probably have to do is bathe herself. They have servants and help to do everything. She know how to lift a broom. What better than that? You're talking about somebody studying sex, and when you have all them things at your disposal, at your pleasure and leisure, who's studying coitus? Nobody. We don't care whether we get or not. Anyway. The black and the white can drive they have to. I repeat, once you have money, because sometimes you hear people asking, they don't see. If you watch, sometimes you look at couples, the woman might be all of that, and then you look at the man, and I mean, it looks, it's what's on the inside that matters, not so much the outside. But sometimes when you look at it, you think, huh? But then when you do attack back and you check, oh, trust me, when you have cabbage, it makes you look very handsome and very beautiful. Very, very handsome. So, look at this little man. What's his name? He lives somewhere in Ethiopia, somewhere there about what's his name? Prince something. He's like 2 inches tall. He has some sort of birth defect, blah, 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 some sort of deformity. And if you see the woman he's with, and he's like loaded, he has money. She's like this big, voluptuous, and she's like way over his head. What's her name? And when you see them, you're like, what is she seeing in this little man? Like, he's like a little man. And then when I did the research, I was like, oh, his net worth is in the millions. So money has a way of making people look real good. That's all. And the security found it. Debbie B, no, I'm just repeating what Marisha said. Marisha said, and go and see if he have Jeff in his 60s and he probably can't do nothing. So I'm just saying, He say, I want to do like, he say he want to be like Jeff when he reach 60, get married. Them time both of us sex drive going down. So I'm just responding to Marisha saying, even if he sex drive going down, Jeff maybe don't even bother about that. Jeff have money to make his sex drive go up and up and up and up if he so desires. Trust me, there's breaking science every day with to do with humans, and I'm sure Jeff will invest, considering he has a pretty young, sexy wife. Jeff probably doing what he's supposed to do. So don't watch Jeff and think Jeff not happiness is better than money when it's relevant. For now, Madam Sanchez building her network. Well, whatever works for her. So this lady say she's been in I need Gabby here for this. What she is? I need to get feedback from Gabby for this one, because the audio like too much man is very, very, very strong in this one. Because how, as a woman, right? You with a man for, you say what? 2 years. And you carry everything on your back, including him. Because, how, this one's about your birthday is Monday and today is Thursday. Where you having, Roxanne? You having fat or something? Let me see what she do. So, she says she pays her bills. He chills at her house. He eats her food. He uses her electricity. He drinks like it's an open bar. So basically, he makes himself at home. So she finally worked up the nerve to ask him to contribute to the groceries. And she says this man had the audacity to say, my money isn't for minding women. It's to take care of me. She said she was shook. Now she's questioning everything. The vibe is off. She's asking, am I wrong for feeling some type of way, or did I just wake up to the truth? It's okay for you to feel some type of way, but I'll be more concerned about the truth that I just woke up to and take that and run with it for what it's worth. I think that is way more important than feeling some type of way. It's 2 years, yeah. Chuck it in the bucket and move on. You have a little memories here, there, and everywhere, but I'm sure it's nothing to scream about. But how you with somebody for 2 whole years and they never even offer once? At the end of the day, offer. Let me say I got it. But I know at the end of the day, hey, you have my best interest at heart. You have my back. Let me say I'm good. So how you just comfortable going in the woman place, drinking out all she drink, eating out all she food, and even asking and calling and saying, hey, you want a bread? I come in by you, I bring a bread. What bread you want? Sandwich, loaf, whole wheat, white bread, round bread. The Cuban bread, that the Swedish Cuban bread that they sell by what's the name, the supermarket down the road. Not even a call to ask if you want a bread. If to bring a bread for you, nothing, not a zilch. So you chilling, watching Netflix, using your putting in your fridge every minute. And if you have AC, you don't want to sleep in the heat. You're accustomed with heat. You don't want mosquito bite him, so you're sleeping in AC. For 2 whole years, and not once offer to bring a little food, and not like you ask him to pay the bills. I mean, I think it's fair enough. Like if you're coming in my place and you're eating up all my food, drinking all my drinks. I mean, man, if what you would offer. Hey, I'm going by the supermarket. You want anything here? Bring. So you come in and chill, and not even some microwave popcorn you bring in and a Coke, like old people say, and a Cokes. Well, I guess the free milk, well, if you're getting free milk, then you're going to go and buy the cow. It's the principle of the matter. It's not about the free milk, and it's not about, because a lot of the times men complain that women are gimme, beggy, this, that, and the other. So if you have a woman who's taking care of herself, paying all her bills, which y'all claim is rare, she's not hounding you to help her pay anything. She says she pays her own bills. You chill at her house, you eat her food, use her electricity, drink like it's an open bar. And because somebody's doing it, you see how y'all let us take advantage of good, kind-hearted people? And then when y'all end up with all kind of teggereg, y'all be like, oh, woman no good, woman wicked, woman this, woman that. But you have a woman who is doing for herself, carrying her weight, being a responsible adult and adulting and taking care of her own. And you're coming into place and you can't offer one day to bring a little grocery. And your response is your money isn't for minding women, it's to take care of you. So then everybody should just take care of themselves and don't look for nothing in return. How you with a man for 2 years and he's going to have the testicular fortitude to turn around and tell you that his money isn't for minding women, it's to take care of me? And you're talking about feeling, I wouldn't feel no type of way, to be honest, because all that showed up already. For 2 years, he never offered, never contributed. So what happens when y'all go out though? Y'all don't go on dates. When you go out on dates, what happens? Y'all split the bill? He take out your phone and calculate how much you have to pay, half. Because I didn't see any mention of, okay, when we go out on dates. So that means y'all ain't go, no way, just chill at your house. If you go for a drink, you buy two Cokes, you have to pay for it for yourself. Which one is it? Because sometimes, like I keep saying to us women, we continue to see them big flags and we're thinking it's Boise and them not performing. So we up in the air, flag waving in the air, we're having a good time. We think every big flag is a signal that it's carnival, it's a signal that it's Soca Monarch. So we're in the stadium, we're in Queen's Park waving flag and waving rag and not realizing, hey, this ain't no carnival, this ain't no Soca Monarch, this is real life. But according to Gabriella, we like too much man, because if you had your head on your shoulders, your thinking cap on, you would have picked out the scene from since year 1. You wouldn't be in year 2. And seeing a man just coming to your place, taking out he can take, eating what he could eat, drink what he could drink, chilling, put up foot maybe up, remote in hand. Sometimes you can't even get a chance to watch your own show because he take over the TV, and you allow him. So how you just gonna sit back now and saying, if you're wrong for feeling some type of way? Why are you feeling some type of way? Didn't you see all of that before? Didn't you see the type of person he is when he didn't offer, he didn't make no moves to assist you in any way, shape, or form? The truth has been there. Why it had to take you asking him to buy 2 little groceries for you to see the truth? We continue to set ourselves up. Dr. Justin Peter says that man is quite frugal, and women in Grenada often feel compared to care for men to maintain a relationship. This dynamic may stem from low self-esteem. Well, mama, if you had to do all that to keep man, and then at the end of the day, I don't know, $50 million, a couple $1,000 to $1 billion. Yeah, of course, I ain't touching nothing. Morning time. Let me hear what this person's saying. So, what are your thoughts? This one, I know where she gone. What are your thoughts on this? Let me see if I can read some comments. Let me play this here. Let me get some of your feedback on this.
Miss, you don't know how to beg, and before the man come in and say, you have a 4 bill to pay, you don't know how to beg?
Well, that is the thing. Sometimes you don't want to beg. You know you're handling your sin, so you're thinking, okay, if this person care about me, let me give them the opportunity to show how much they care. Let them offer. Not the only time you want to open your mouth and say, hey, you could do this for me, you could do that for me, you know. We would have cooled down to the 18 degrees. Morning, happy Thursday. Hold on, I'm trying to get you some of the comments. You sure it's not your child or just done school? But that sound like she child. That sound like she big child. Like you finished school, so now you're asking him to go and get a walk, because you know your parents just wait for you to finish school. So that you're done, time for you to go and get a walk. They don't care what, who, where, when, why. It's time for you to get a walk. And as soon as you get your first little paycheck, it's for you to contribute towards the cable, or contribute towards the water bill, or contribute towards the electricity. That's how they start off with you small. And gradually, based on how they see if you're playing the fool with your money, they go throw in another bill. So before you know it, 2 twos, you're paying 2 bills. Why should she have to beg? Why? Someone said them men is a set of princesses. They master like to go in woman place and nobody can see where they live in. Yeah, we're dealing with some princesses right now. Yeah, the roles are being reversed. Your doctor. Yeah, the doctor, right? I have a friend who does pay man to stay with her, but he doesn't stay. I tell her she's in an indirect prostitution. No wonder if he driving. If she driving, he just cock up all on the passenger side when they're rolling. Of course, he's a princess. You put your foot up, your woman driving, and you put your foot up on the dashboard, and you take your and you have your phone in your hand, and you're living your best life. That is what's going on. Is a passenger princess right now. So if you have to do all of that, people are so into the romance of loving someone that sometimes can understand why. That's why sometimes. That is why sometimes I can understand people who choose to date someone of same life principles. Yeah. Yeah, there are people who say they're not dating anybody that's not in their tax brackets. You have to be on the same level. We have to be equally yoked. That's why some people say that, and it's understandable because both of us broke, or one doing well and the other broke. That's problem. And Nick says she's a yam, and he's clearly a farmer, because I never hear that yet. The more the man dig yam, the more the yam get big and more yellow. So there's too many children, men out there. Wives and girlfriends have to always finish a job what their moms fail to do. They run this with freeloading man. I find she wake up too early. She too bright. After 2 years, you want me spend no. I don't. That reminds something. I also posted this. That's why I say we have a lot of sweet. They are sweetish these days. They are very sweet, and we're not feeling that. So when this one says it's good for you, I don't like to mind man too much. Bend the tree while it's young. You're right. He didn't ask you to do these things. Some of all of these women like to pick up extra duties too much. What? First and foremost, he's not a man, and you're not supposed to ask him for assistance. He's too bright and feisty. Let me honest person here saying, ma'am, stop wasting your time and stop taking care of a grown man. Time to pack his bags and leave him to hit the curb. Let me switch gears for a little bit. And someone says, so she's the man and he's the woman, apparently, because the men provide and the women benefit. She now knows what it's like to date a woman. Bro is just a useless man. I didn't realize she was in a same-sex relationship. Wait, I'm trying to find the other one. So this one here name, what your name? YBZ. So I came across this on Facebook. And me don't know where Mr. YBZ come out to the pumper self, outer order self, fresh bucket of jack self, ocean guy head self, smoker in self. Mr. YBZ go jump up and say, and he write it to the whole chest, eh? And he ain't care to cuss him out and such. He said, cancelled my first date today and I'm good with it. Told her I needed to get a fresh cut, fresh pack of t-shirts from Target and a pack of Mentos, the fresh maker. Her response was, okay, call me when you're done. I gave her enough time to correct herself, but she never did, so I called her out. As a woman, she should have offered to cover my haircut and t-shirts since she's the one that wanted to go out. If I'm going to turn down business to take her out, that's the least she can do. That's bare minimum. Blocked her. I'm like Mutumbo after that. It's sad that we men have to teach y'all how to treat a king. To all my fellas, don't settle for less. You deserve to be treated with respect and care. If you don't go jump off the highest tower in highest building in the United States of America and come out from here with that book, where all of us come out just to gaslight people on a daily basis? It's like some of y'all wake up every day and like, okay, how can we set women off? How can we upset their spirit today? What can I say to fan the flames? What can I do? What can I do today that will get her to irritate her and annoy her? Why means she said we have to treat women how to teach women how to treat man. She should have offered to pay for a haircut and buy the first pack and t-shirt. And he gave her time to correct herself. But he didn't. In the time he gave her to correct herself, she didn't get it, so you had to call her out. So he canceled the date because, as far as he's concerned, she should have gotten it together. The level of audacity, the amount of audacity you'd have outside here these days is like people, like it's for sale. He's canceled the date. So he canceled the date and went back to work. Oh my Lord. Yo, and they're dragging him and he ain't care. He said what he said. And he's not about to change his mind. If you want to go out with him, you initiated contact, it's only fair that you offer to pay. You offer to pay for certain things. And he say a pack of t-shirt and and some Mentos is not true. You have 3.8 thousand comments under that post. Oh, see. But I know what he's trying to do. He's being sarcastic. I'm seeing it. So I don't know why we take the bait all the time, because the women are going off on him. But I guess what he's trying to do, they probably missed the satire in what he was doing to show that women do that. Like, say that men should pay for their upkeep for their date, and don't ask what color of my nails is if you're not paying. Yeah? So women are definitely proving his point under the post. Some didn't even get the sarcasm in it. So it's like he's trying to hit us with our own logic. So these are the things that you're supposed to ignore and don't pay them no mind, because that is what his intention was and that is what is happening. 3.8 thousand comments. Say, okay, princess, go off. Somebody tell him, okay, princess, go your way. I'm sweet enough for the two of us. I'll find you where to, hold on, let me see what this comment is saying. What time now? Okay. Hold on, I have a couple more. I just don't understand Marisol, so how I just can't meet them women so. As I smile for them, a bill is due. Me and self, no she name yet, but me pocket out in me. Well, that's what I'm asking. That's why I said, Marisol, that if you have a woman doing all that, because there is this notion out there that all women, that's all you're good for. And you just want to sit back and let a man pay all your bills. So that is why I'm saying he got himself a real one. She had no expectations. She has no demands, handles her own. But she just thought that, okay, since you're coming over here on a regular and you're eating all my food, drinking all my drink like it's an open bar, the least I can ask you to do is make a little contribution towards the cause. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's not like she asked him to cover all her bills, plus he has his own bills. She's doing her own thing. She's doing her own thing, so you should be like, yeah, man, that's a real one right here. Well, I'm saying, what? Well, I'm saying they pay for my cut. Taking that barber's charging some prices to cut here as if they put it on weave. I thought it was $10 for a haircut. Somebody told me they pay $40 for a haircut the other day. I didn't realize haircuts so expensive. What are the reasons behind men not dating in Grenada? Is it simply because they prefer casual encounters without the commitment of spending money on relationships? Dr. Peters, that's a good question. Because we don't date. People don't court people like you used to do back in the day. Like long ago, when man used to walk from Sotes to Grenville to go see woman, and you ain't getting nothing because your father you sit down in front of the door and the father sit down right in the living room playing, he watching TV, but he listening everything you're saying, and you can't even come close to your daughter. You have to stay on the other side of the veranda and talk. And you don't know how you're going back home, but you spend time talking, getting to know each other. There was no hanky-panky because the old man ain't moving. He ain't giving you a chance to even say, let me take a little kiss, let me touch your hand, not a zilch. You had to be on your P's and Q's. So people used to actually go out. Now it's like, I like you too. And bam, we're in a relationship. No liquor spoil, no liquor send her flowers. No, let me say, saw this and thinking of you. No little just because I pass in a store and I see you might like that. I buy you a lip gloss. Um, Not even some Rasta oil. I pass in on by over by the market and I see them guys selling the little Rasta oil for $10. Not even a little Rasta oil. Nothing, not a zilch. We just, I like you too, and boom. Marisha says that question is deep and there's a lot of reason why they ain't doing dating no more. So maybe we need to have a conversation on that and let's hear from the men. All they do is just make us sit a noise on social media, but you could never get you out to sit down and have a serious conversation with. Sit down and pick your brain and see why you are the way you are. Jackie say a tired spoiled man and get horn in return. Roses when you want. I mean, there's nothing wrong in pampering each other. That's the thing. You're supposed to love on each other and pamper each other. It shouldn't be okay. Only he will do the pampering. He alone will do. You see something the same way. Hey, I know you like the pack of, what the man said, the pack of white t-shirts. You buy a pack of white t-shirts. You know you're running out of boxers because you're tired to see them holding big leg, big waist one. That when you put on the pants, it falling down inside the pants. You ain't seen them thing on them? So, I just wish that, I just wish we could really, really get it, you know? I really wish one day we could get to a point where we don't have these conversations, but hey. We need to return to a time when such behavior was neither accepted. And that is the thing. They say what you accept is what continues. If, as a woman back in the day, you know, you can, like in some cultures, you cannot get married if you don't bring, what do you say, this dowry? What you call it thing? What you call it thing? Where you have to bring 5 sheep, 10 goat, 5 pig, before you could even think about entertaining the young lady. You have to walk with you have to state your business to the father. You come to date the father, the daughter, you have to speak to the father first and get his consent, get his permission to bring your daughter out. So we don't do them thing again. And we as women, we have a lot of blame to take. And that is a conversation we'll probably continue another time. Because, like I said, if you as a man realize, hey, like somebody said, I think it was Marisha said, if you get in the cow for free, why are you going to dip in your pocket and pay for milk? If we set certain standards as to what we're willing to accept and not accept, is either the man is prepared to work his way up, come up here and meet you, or you leave him way bouncing low in Lavalas. It's up to you. But a lot of the times, you know you have certain standards, what you want, what you don't want. Somebody come, they talk to kiki in your head. 2 little smell sweet on them. And you're talking about butterflies and you're in love and whatever, soulmate and what have you. Without stating your expectations. And that is why they're doing what they're doing, because we accept it. If they don't accept it, they're not going to. They're going to change the suit. But once you're getting all of that and having to do, as a man, having to do the bare minimum, can't blame you. Chivalry and courting has been out the door long because we have accepted it. We accept anything. We accept anything. So you can't be mad at them. You can't be mad at them because we accept anything. The notion, they say, since sex got easier to find, love became harder or something like that. In today's world, the notion of free sex is a misconception, and it rightly should be. Society encourages men to be players. No one talks to young men. We talk to our girls, but not the boys. This is the outcome. Young boys just out here learning on the internet how to be men from the wrong set of people. Bingo. That's it right there. That's it right there. Anyways, guys, it has been another wonderful week. Thank you so very much. Hopefully we can reconvene at 11 a.m. in the forenoon on Monday. Until then, I want to wish everybody a good Thursday. And that's the last one for the week. Tomorrow we jump inside WTF to usher in the weekend. So, hope you have yourself a great one. Thank you so much, Nirvana, Beacon, Western Union, Pandora, for making the show possible. And to you, my loyal listeners and viewers, thank you so much. Have a great Thursday, everybody.